what's up? This is Mel with this week's H-Buzz podcast, the podcast that does its very best to keep you informed of what's happening here in the Houston area. And of course, as you know, because this is such a wonderful city, there is always something going on in this lovely city. There's always something wonderful and exciting happening and taking place in the wonderful city of Houston, Texas. And I don't know how many of you had a chance to go out. Last weekend, I enjoyed the opening night, I guess you can say. It was the unofficial opening night of the 2014-2015 season of the Houston Symphony down at the Miller Outdoor Theater on last Friday night as we welcomed the new conductor, Andres. And because it's so late at night, actually it's in the morning and I'm doing this podcast, I'm not going to attempt to say all of his name, but I guess we could call him Maestro Estrada. But anyway, it seemed like everyone was just comfortable calling him Andres, so I don't know if that's the new thing that's going to happen here in the city of Houston, that we refer to him by his first name, or, I think Eschenbach, we always said Eschenbach, it was Christoph Eschenbach, and then you just kind of refer to him as by the last name, but who knows? But anyway, about the performance, it was a wonderful performance, and I enjoyed it, and of course everyone was tweeting about it that was out there. It was a really lovely event, and so I think if a lot of people are concerned, if we're going to like our new conductor, I would say that I think he has the spirit and all of the finesse to win over a younger audience, and at the same time he has the grace and style and the knowledge to keep the older generation coming to the symphony. And I think he just has this wonderful personality. At least that's what we saw out there at the Miller Outdoor Theater at that concert, and it was really a wonderful time. And it was amazing because there were so many Hispanic people that were in attendance in celebration of the first Hispanic conductor for the symphony, the first Houston Symphony conductor, because I'm sure there have been others that have been guest conductors, because I believe the one that came from Fort Worth was it last month or the early part of this month actually, that he was Hispanic. So was it last month? I don't know. The months are going by so quickly. But anyway, I believe he was also Hispanic. So the first that is a permanent conductor of the Houston Symphony, and wonderful. And I happened to be sitting next to a lady who was from Colombia, and I thought she was going to beat me up with the Colombian flag. She was so excited and so exuberant, and so I had to try to be understanding that she was just excited about a fellow countryman being represented and having such a wonderful position in the arts here in Houston. But I will be honest, when you go to events that are as such, it's a classical event, but it's created, it's put into an atmosphere that everyone can enjoy it. It's not the hoity-toity stuffed shirt venue. It's, you can feel comfortable, you eat, you enjoy, you clap when you're not supposed to clap, all those wonderful things. When you go, be respectful of the people that are sitting next to you, because oftentimes people can forget the people that are sitting around them, and they just, involve themselves in whatever. And so this lady was there with her friend. I don't know if it was a relative or sister, co-worker or what, but they kept crossing over me, and not once did they ever say, "Excuse me," not once. At the end or somewhere in the show, she did smile at me with such excitement, and I was like, okay, I'm going to smile back. But remember, when you go to such events, to take, courtesy with you and say, "Excuse me," when you're going. And of course, at one point at the beginning, I was eating and they were talking, over my food. And I was sort of like, okay, I get it that you're standing up and you're talking, but can you say "excuse me," or can you move yourself? Because, I'd hate for your spittle or something in your hand to drop onto my food. But anyway, that's my little annoyance about that. But they were nice people. It's just they forgot to be nice and courteous. So, when you go to events, remember, courtesy. Teach your children to be courteous when they go to events. Don't walk over people and so forth. Just those little pet peeves. I mean, it's a family-friendly event, but let's let's be respectful of other people. With all of that being said, yes, there are things going on this weekend, and I know the weatherman has said that there's a possibility that we will get rain on this weekend, but not heavy rain like we've had the last 2 days. I think it's going to die away by Friday morning. So you should be good Friday afternoon, evening, and Saturday. It should be fairly nice. And so there are wonderful events to get into, family-friendly events for you to do, and even a few free events. So let's talk about what's happening on this weekend here in the wonderful city of Houston. For those of you who enjoy art, and I'm talking about the visual art, not the classical music type of art, but we're talking about the visual art. The 4th Annual Houston Fine Art Fair is happening this weekend, starting on Friday through Sunday at the NRG Center. It is the 4th Annual Houston Fine Art Fair, and it's designed to meet the collecting trends of this multicultural city. More than 60 exhibits presented by 55 contemporary galleries plus 6 cutting-edge installations will be on display. Other artists traveling from 17 countries, including Mexico, Argentina, Bolivia, Colombia, Venezuela, Cuba, Canada, UK, Egypt, Israel, Hungary, the Netherlands, France, China, Japan, Korea, and across the U.S. So that sounds really interesting. You get all kinds of wonderful art. That sounds like something I would be interested in. Too bad my mother's not here. We could go together. But anyway, if you'd like more information about that and ticket price, you can visit www.houstonfineartfair.com. Once again, that's www.houstonfineartfair.com. And that's happening down at the NRG Center. You know, I really want to know what NRG stands for, but if you said really fast, you say the word energy. So I don't know if that's what that's all about. I told someone that's what it is. Of course, I hope I'm right, because I made that up. I don't know if it's really true. But anyway, what else is happening? The Houston Vintage Market and Festival is happening on Saturday, the 20th of September, at the 1940 Air Museum. That's over in the Hobby Airport area. I believe that's off of Telephone. But you can always Google it. And it's happening. It's Saturday's market starts at 11 a.m. with a vintage car parade featuring Miss Houston Vintage Jessie Rocks and 2012 winner L.E. Cat. I don't know if these are real people or what, but that's unique names. But anyway, as well as the beautiful benefit Betty's. Okay, this is really interesting. They got names. I don't know if these are names of the cars. I'm assuming these have to be the names of the cars, as opposed to the people. But anyway, guests will shop a plethora of vintage treasures, unique goods, and things you may not be able to find elsewhere, while enjoying performances, food, drinks, and some funky tunes. For more information, you can go to their Facebook page. And I don't know why an event would have a Facebook page and not an actual website. But hey, it's the world of social media. So you can check their Facebook page. Simply do a search on Facebook for Houston Vintage 2014 Preview Party Market and Festival. Yes, that's the whole name that you want to look up. Houston Vintage 2014 Preview Party Market and Festival. The Pearland Theater season opening final weekend is happening. That sounds kind of strange. It's the season opening, which is the opening play. It is in its final weekend this Saturday through Sunday at the Pearland Theater, which happens to be on 14803 Park Almeida Drive. And this is the final weekend of the Pearland Theater Guild's opening production of Grease, the musical, the beloved rock and roll celebration of teen situations in life and fast cars and all of that great stuff that happens in the movie Grease. So it is the final weekend for those of you who love plays and you're a big fan of the 50s. This may be something you're interested in. You can check them out online at www.pairl-theater.com. That's www.pairl-theater.com. And the Alamo Draft House Rolling Roadshow film screening, I think I said this last week and actually I had the wrong date, is happening this Friday at 8 p.m. So that's when you wake up, it will be Friday. It's happening at 8 p.m. at Market Square. Also, they will be showing the Caddyshack. So for those of you who like the 80s flicks, this is for you. It's starting at 8 p.m. and the Market Square is on Milam, just in case you don't know. And of course, because it is downtown, it's the parks. Try to keep glass items to a minimum. I don't know if they think if you buy them at the vendors on site, you can have glass. But there's plenty of places to eat down there. Downtown, you can eat at Nico's Frank's Pizza. I love Frank's Pizza. But so many places around Market Square that you can eat and enjoy the movie. Just take your blanket, your lawn chairs, or whatever, and have a wonderful time. And for those of you who are looking for some classical music, this weekend, the Mozart group in concert. I love the way they have that. It's Mose, M-O-Z, and then capital A-R-T, so that's cute. Mozart Group in concert is happening this Friday, September the 19th at 8 p.m. at the Stafford Center. And let's see, the Mozart Group consists of 4 well-educated instrumentalists who graduated from prestigious, late at night, I need some water. But anyway, music conservatories in Warsaw and some other place I don't speak the language, but decided to play classical music in a humorous way. They integrated short sketches, dance, classical music, rock and roll, and even beatboxing. I didn't know that was still around, into their cabaret performances to convey that Mozart is still alive. So, if you like classical music out of the box, this is definitely for you. For more information, visit staffordcenter.com. The 19th annual Home and Garden Show. Now, I know there are a lot of people who love home and garden shows. Well, this is happening this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, also down at the NRG Center. You can explore a wide range of the newest home and garden products, from windows and doors to ceiling and floors. If it belongs in a home, you will find it at the Home and Garden Show. For more information, you can check them out online at texashomeandgarden.com. Once again, that website is texashomeandgarden.com. And in keeping with the celebration of Hispanic Month that is taking place around the country, but here in Houston, of course, we are celebrating it, I'm sure, great deal. The Salsa y Sod, I guess that's how you say it, is happening this Friday at 7:30 p.m. at the Miller Outdoor Theater. It is a ticketed event, so in order to sit underneath to guarantee a seat underneath the covering, a covered seating, you will need to pick up tickets. And of course, tickets are given out from, I believe, 10 till 1. Or you can try 30 minutes before the show, or get there and see who doesn't show up, and you can take their seats. But this is Houston's biggest outdoor salsa event, and it promises La Fiesta del Barrio. I'm sure I'm butchering that, but anyway, promises to be a fiery evening of eye-catching dance and world-class musicianship. The list of artists is too long for me to mention, but a few are casino stars: Alexandra Alban, the Houston All-Star Orchestra, Strictly Street Salsa, and many more. So for those of you who love salsa music and you love getting up and dancing and exercising and doing all of that great stuff, then just head on over tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. to the Miller Outdoor Theater and have all the fun you can think of. And for those of you who enjoy trains, I think it's around this time of the year that a lot of train stuff happens as well. So for those of you who enjoy trains, the Fall Fun Fest at the Rosenberg Railroad Museum is happening on this Saturday, the 20th of September at 10 a.m. And it's happening at the Rosenberg Railroad Museum. You can enjoy a day of fun as the Rosenberg Railroad Museum waits to view the arrival of 3 fully restored passenger cars pulled by 2